Hello, Pastor Steve Waldron here with New Life Pentecostal Church in Albany, Georgia, with a book called Pacem. Pacem, it means before the war, in time of peace, before the war. And what it is, it's a look at church life from 100 to 300 AD. Now, it is not speculative. This is an archaeological work. And so as you open it, it's done by Graydon F. Snyder. You'll see the introduction, and then all throughout the book, if I can get these pages turning here. I always wondered why my mom licked her fingers before she turned pages, and now I do the same thing. History and methodology of early Christian archaeology, a method of the discipline, all this. Okay, here we go. So he goes into catacombs, martyrdoms, sarcophaguses, different things, just anything early Christians used to show their faith. And so it is a book of archaeology. It's like the Sabellian graveyard they found by Northcote in the 1700s, just showing so much of the church in that time period. Tertullian said in 200 AD that the church was overwhelmingly oneness, as was Paul, as was Peter, all of this type of stuff. These type books of archaeology just serve to confirm this. Hundreds of pictures, photos of archaeology from the early church, before the early church really had definitive buildings. Now, let me just say this. A lot of people make a big deal about the early church not having buildings. Read your New Testament. They said in the Corinthians, when you all come together. So there were house churches, but they still all came together. A Roman house usually had a large atrium. Or maybe they just met at another place, a large building. So the church did come together. Don't try to get where you're a house church only kind of person and you think churches are pagan. I've had friends that, I know one UPC pastor in particular, he lost like 400 people because of a misunderstanding that they said church buildings are pagan, blah, blah, and we only meet in houses. Well, they all came together wherever it was. The only reason they didn't have church buildings at that time was because they were illegal. That letter of Pliny, Trajan, the elder, they had to meet outside in the woods and sing hymns to Jesus as unto God, which is a oneness statement in of itself. So you can see some more things of archaeology. This is just, I've got some bookmarks in here. I use whatever's near for bookmarks. It said it has hundreds. I haven't counted. I hope it's got hundreds. It may not have quite hundreds, but it's got a lot of different inscriptions. So if you want to know what church life was like from 100 to 300 AD, this is considered to be very close to the definitive work. It at least should be in your arsenal of understanding. So God bless you as you keep studying His Word and His truth.